Hi everybody, my name is Claire and I am the RW Kern Center coordinator. Today I'm standing in the basement of our building in front of this large black composting chamber. For those of you who don't know, our building uses waterless composting toilets in order to drastically reduce the amount of water our building uses. Today I'm going to be taking a sample of the finished compost product. I'll tell you a little bit about that product. I'm going to be sending that sample off for analysis to see what types of nutrients are in it. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how our composting system works.
Our Clivus composting toilets look like regular toilets. You won't notice anything different until you lift the lid. Only then will you stare down into a dark abyss. Constant downward ventilation, which you may be able to hear, keeps any smells from escaping the toilet. Your deposits will take a gravity-assisted fall into a large composting chamber. Our system doesn't use any water, so the only inputs are toilet paper, human waste, and sawdust, which we add periodically to aid in the composting process. The chamber's sloped design allows gravity to do its job. All the liquid waste, mostly urine, moves to the lowest point of the chamber, where it's pumped into a separate storage tank. This keeps things dry in the chamber so that as solid waste moves down, it's left to decompose in an aerobic environment. The solid composting process takes at least a year. Microbes eat the nutrients in our waste, reducing the volume by over 90%. The final composted product, which I'm collecting today, is similar to topsoil. Our basement has two composting chambers. The top hatch is where we add sawdust to the toilet paper and human waste. I'm about to open the bottom hatch to take a sample of the finished compost.
So right here I have a bag labeled South Comp for the South Composter. I'm going to open up this hatch down here and put in 1 liter of compost. And here is the lovely 1 liter of finished compost from the South Composter.
This is what the finished compost looks like in its chamber. I've taken a sample from the north and the south composter, and as you can see, it looks like mulch or topsoil. It has a nice earthy smell, also like mulch or topsoil. Now the samples are sitting on ice in this styrofoam box. I'm shipping the samples to a lab in Ohio so we can see what types of nutrients they contain. We're hoping to use this compost in a new planter bed on our site, and need to make sure the compost has appropriate concentrations of nitrogen, phosphorus, and other important nutrients. We also need to make sure the compost doesn't contain any fecal coliforms, heavy metals, or other pollutants that we want to keep off our site and out of the environment.
I'm back in the office where I could take off my face mask for a minute. I'm about to put it back on and head to the post office to mail this box of compost. I hope you learned something today, or at the very least enjoyed getting to explore the back end of our composting system. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them below. Otherwise, stay tuned for another video on one of our building systems.